Documentation. When items are transported either domestically or internationally, the delivery must be accompanied by the relevant documentation. The amount of documentation varies depending if the shipment is within the domestic market or to another country. The following documents are commonly used in international trade: invoice, commercial invoice, consular invoice, customs invoice, pro forma invoice. Packing list, certificate of origin, bill of lading, insurance certificate. An invoice is a document that contains specific information regarding the goods shipped. Commercial invoice is a seller's formal request for payment. It is prepared by the seller or exporter and addressed to the buyer or importer. The commercial invoice identifies the buyer and seller, describes the goods sold and all terms of sale, including Incoterms, payment terms, relevant bank information, shipping details, etc. Pro forma invoice is an invoice sent to the buyer before the actual shipment. It gives the foreign buyer a chance to review the sale terms and get an import license if required. It also allows the buyer to apply for a letter of credit from his bank. The pro forma invoice serves as a basis for the subsequent commercial invoice. Customs invoice is a special kind of invoice containing specific information for the customs clearance of important shipments. These documents contain most of the elements of the commercial invoice and are usually in the language of the importing country. Consular invoice is a document prepared by the buyer's consulate or embassy in the shipper's country. They may be specific forms required by the destination country's government or simply copies of the commercial invoice. The consular invoice is the evidence that the goods which are imported are not overpriced. Certificate of origin is a document that shows in which country the goods were manufactured. Such certificates are usually obtained through a local chamber of commerce. A certificate of origin may be required by foreign authorities when determining the duty on the goods or whether the goods may be legally imported at all. Packing list is a document which describes the contents of a shipment, its type, dimensions, and weight. Pricing information is not required. The packing list is used to check the cargo by customs officials as well as by the recipient. Insurance certificate is a document that provides protection to cargo owners in the event of loss or damage to the cargo in transit. Insurance is needed for all international shipments. Bill of lading is a contract between the owner of the goods and the carrier, which gives the details of a consignment, its destination, and the consignee. Bill of lading is a contract between the owner of the goods and the carrier, which gives the details of a consignment, its destination, and the consignee. The bill of lading can be of various types. inland bill of lading, ocean bill of lading, onboard bill of lading, through bill of lading, and some others, depending on the method of shipment. If the goods received for shipping are in doubtful condition or not of correct quantity, the carrier may declare a closed bill of lading. The clause may state, for example, package number 12 damaged, or 2 crates missing. A closed bill of lading or foul bill of lading, dirty bill of lading, unclean bill of lading is the opposite of clean bill of lading, which implies that the goods have been received in an appropriate condition without the findings of defects or shortage. In the next video, we're going to speak about terms of payment.